Ooh. Right, we should see. There we are. The game is here. I should not be muted. Let me put on some classic PoE music. Up a little bit. So, very exciting. I'm trying to do a dual stream to YouTube, which I believe is working. My phone apparently, so that's a separate problem. Oh. I can't find it. How do I even change this? Right, technical difficulties, bear with me. Actually, not end. Able to find it. You reckon now? I do exist. Okay. So let's I did a drop corroded. Rough. Yeah, let's see how it goes. The cool thing, I guess, with concurrently streaming on YouTube as well is that it will automatically do the kind of VODs sort of backwards. So we'll have that already sorted, which is something I should have been doing a long time ago. But you know, such is life. So what's the plan today? Well, I have made. I don't know how to do this in YouTube chat, I'm afraid, but we have a. I can just paste the link. I have a spreadsheet that I have been using, or well, I will be using in order to that. There we go. Flashbang. But I have a spreadsheet here that I'm planning on using to track things that I've done in SSF. So I took a look at my standard SSF account and went down the list of what I could conceivably see. I possibly have done some of these, like the beasts, for example. But yeah, I've taken a list of, stuff that, is a completable goal that you could have. Obviously, technically, this could be way larger and stuff, so I'm always open to suggestions. But the idea is that I can use this as like a little tracker to see how well we're doing. I guess actually just, in the literal interest of tracking number of challenges could be an interesting one. I guess the problem is breaking the yes, no. Maybe we should do it in tiers. Yeah, we'll do it in tiers. What are the tiers? Where's the button? 4, 8. We go for something a bit rounder. We'll go like 20, 28, 30. I don't know. I won't sort that now. But yeah, we can add that as well. That'll be fun. And it's just a way to track progress each league. And see what we're doing. So with that all being said, I think today we can start to make some progress on this. We have Detonate Demo build is doing okay. I would like to hit 95 first. That would be the first goal I'd like to knock off. So what we're going to do is finish up some blight maps because those are pretty comfy to do. Don't feel particularly dangerous in there. And we've got some yellows and reds, yellows and reds to finish. So we'll get those done. And then if we're still not finished there, we'll just do some mapping, but I won't push it too hard. I think we'll just try and get some sulfur and just kind of cruise into 95, because I have a horrible habit of getting close to a level and then thinking, oh, you know what, I could just crush, let's do some bosses, and then I get my ship pushed in and then I've wasted a bunch of XP grinding. So let's not do that. Let's not make that mistake. So that all being said, let's roll some blight maps. Oop. What's Verdant? Oh, it's XP. I mean, we do have a lot of these. I wonder if it's just worth just slapping that on now. Even for these lower tier ones. I mean, I don't think there's any harm. Does that double up the unique bosses you get? I'm not sure. Let's. Ooh. Chance to avoid ailments kind of sucks. But it's only tier 6 as well, actually. Let's give that a go. That's like a really high amount of quantum stuff. We've anointed it. We've done that. Yeah, let's do it. So I had a really handy tip from someone yesterday regarding blight. So what they suggested was, obviously you see here where the blight's laid out. If you actually let it go for a bit longer, Cassia will, or rather the blight will declare that it's opening up. So there's one. And there should be another one pretty soon. Usually within like 20 to 40 seconds, I think. There we are. So it branched south. But anyway, so now what you can do is now you can really see where those junctions... Are they getting close? Oh no, just saying that. Just a general piece of advice, thanks. Oh, why are these guys speeding off to you? And now we can more, I guess, evenly Oh, wait. Clicked the wrong one. Oh, no. What are you doing? Little sneaker. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's split over that way as well. One piece of advice I got, which I quite liked, was just dropping a scout tower here. We're gonna have to get over here now. So we'll put imbue here, this here, this here. Oh my god, I did not mean to do that. I don't need dead there. And we'll try a chill there. And then we'll add some Bernie boys as well. Kill one. And yeah, with the combination of things, you end up just locking stuff down really easily. I'm no blight expert by any means. This is like my first league really messing around with blight. Like for a while at least. Put that up. This side seems to be doing okay. What if we... Oh, this side. Well, that's a problem. Put some scouts on this side, I guess. We got a fire over here. That would be quite good. Really? Oh, she's just saying it. Ooh. We don't have, I've just realized actually, we're severely lacking some stuns on this side. This is going really well though. Again, normally like for me, if it's splitting like 4 ways like this, I'd just be scuppered. Even on a low tier one. But we're actually finding it not so bad. Which is nice. I would have rathered it wasn't like a big split one. On my first one for the day, but hey. I definitely like the little scout dudes here just helping clean up near the tower. That's a nice quality of life thing. That should be it. Nope, we've got a little bit more. Lovely. There we are, we got some stuff. Alright, let's open the chest first. You can't tell I need to upgrade my loot filter at some point. Didn't really pay attention to the XP there, but I think we got like another 2% maybe. Ah, talisman, this will be fun. Oh, so it just... How does it determine what to show you, I wonder? That could be interesting. Probably not. Global defenses, mastered arena is probably not any good. Right. Deadly draw. I mean, talismans are almost always awful, but you never know. Sometimes you might get lucky. Wasn't this time. This is one of the nice things in the MTX we've got now. Now even empty chests sound kind of fun. Get a little twinkle. This is a decent source of essences as well. And maybe becoming a blight convert. The stack decks will never not be sad. Big, look what they did to my boy energy for stack decks.
Too much clutter.
Okay. Still no divine orb drop, which is... Oh wait, these are not... I'm not dropping lots of these, they're just not stacking. There we go. Which at this point is just getting impressive. There we are. Yeah, we'll just come back in for that loot. What am I doing? Here, have this. Oh, we've got... Can we get some wave of conviction? Sorry, again, distracted. No. 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 I mean, that's literally better than what it was before, but... That's no good. I just want to get my exposure on hit gloves.
Thanks to you. Be careful. Who wins?
I didn't... Oh, no, I took the gloves off. I was going to say, I didn't just do that whole thing without any auras. Like, no, I did.
Be careful.
Up, done. Don't think we've got an Ichimuji, and then we'd want to keep 2 anyway. We could go super fast and make a lab farmer. Like the good old days. Yep, top that off. And then I think we're selling everything else. I haven't even done the act quest for Cassia.
Thanks.
So.
Be careful.
Alright, next blight map. Yeah, we'll do them in tier order. Yeah. Keep on going with this. Promenade might be a little nicer, but we'll see. Quality. 78's alright, isn't it? I guess we can. 84 is technically higher. Yeah, let's do that. Don't see any problem with that one. Man. Crazy windy today. And cold. Literally the worst. Okay, we've got... It's gonna split, like, possibly up to 3 ways. No, we'll skip this ahead. I think I really like actually the waiting technique. Okay, so we branched even more heavily this way. And then here it branches again. Branch this way now, which makes sense. You know what I might do actually? I think I'm going to place it in power here. And let's put one of these here. Push these guys back a little bit. I'm putting in power here. Chill. Chill on this side as well. That's what I was waiting for. Here and this here. I'm gonna work on this little bit because it's so much closer to the actual tower.
It's branching, Exile.
Up to there. We can get a Val DD up here. That's really nice. There we go. Lightning Storm Tower there. We should be okay here now. Let's do some upgrades on this side. Of course it did. It's branched this way. Hey, Mr. Wolf, how are you doing? I'm doing well. We are attempting to dual stream to YouTube today, so it's exciting.
Put out new mycelium. New roots.
Yeah, let's put us. Actually, we probably could have put a chill one here. And we'll put a chili boy and what is over here? Okay, no fire immunes or anything, so. Alright, don't run. You go too far away, the towers deactivate, so you don't want to don't want to leave there or like range because that would be very sad. Look at this guy. What are you doing? Just sat there. We'll put a scout one here, I guess. This is feeling pretty good, I think. I think we got this one sorted. Get this unique gone. What do we want to run here? Let's just put an extra fireball down. Chill one there. I think we're good. I think we just wait here for a bit because of the layout of the map. I think if I go running around chasing stuff, I'll end up deactivating the pumps that are so close. Because everything's so close to this, if I go try and mopping stuff up, I'll end up like letting ones that I've missed through. So we'll just chill out here for a bit. Drink in the blight atmosphere. The fungal thick clouds of spores. The air's chewy. Are the rewards from blight good? I think they can be. I mean, I'm a bit of a novice to blight, if I'm honest. Like I usually just have I never usually run the blight maps. And I don't spec into it onto the tree. So this league, I'm just I'm at least gonna run my blight maps this league. So far, they've been, I think, underwhelming versus time put in. But I've only also run mostly the white and yellow maps. So I think my understanding is once you get up to like the tier 15 variants, they get a lot more exciting. In SSF, they're pretty fun because you get a quite diverse set of loot from each one. Like I've dropped like an interesting synthesized base and stuff like that, so that's kind of a cool aspect. It does suffer from the stack deck nerf, as you can see. Kind of like all of those league mechanics. This is a tier 6 blight, I think. But yeah, I quite like it in SSF because you do get like random stuff, like you get fractured mods and all that kind of thing. So it's kind of fun. Yeah, I feel like stack decks, not to blame all of the trade enjoyers, but man, that's another example of something that was totally fun and fine in SSF. But I guess they felt the need to balance it from all of the stack deck hoarding and stuff. I did not play enough, or I don't usually play enough to like worry about having too many stack decks. Ooh, okay, boring. And boring. Thank you. Don't mind. Getting a second lightning core would be fun, to be fair, because I could actually try and get that 6 linked. because they double hit stack decks technically, right? Because they also moved a lot of the boss drops out of stack decks as well. So they kind of, although I think there's it's still unknown, isn't it, if that technically is a nerf in terms of like overall value. Take these jewels. I think if you're a speedy boy though, there's no way Blight's worth it. Because if you're playing quickly, you could have done like 2 or 3 maps by now, right? Hypothetically. Yeah, we don't need that. Yeah, the fact you only get like 1 stack deck per chest is real sad. Right, let's check this on the floor so we can do our stack deck opening. Ooh. Wow. Good stuff. 1/7 of an alchemy orb. I know stack decks are weird, or not stack, sorry, divination cards are weird because they're like playable, aren't they? Are they all only injected through like custom creation or whatever? But there's some of these that do need to be buffed, I feel like. What's one that I always laugh at whenever I see it? It's like one of the map ones. It's the Rain? Yeah, Rain Tempter. 1 of 9. And you get a tier 6 map. And I know at some point that is like probably super meta or something for like farming. Was it for like Strand or something originally? I think. And it was for like crazy XP grinding, like 100 races or something, I think. And now it's literally useless. By the time you fill out a 1 of 9 div card, you don't want a tier 6 map. But I feel like you could thematically either lower the amount, like make it like 1 of 3 or something, because then it's like, actually, that might be. You could imagine if that was in a tier 1 map and it was 1 of 3. Oh, that'd be cool. And I guess, ironically here, Arena Champion, get a tier 12 map for 10 pieces. Yeah, Reign of Chaos is definitely no longer required, is it? I still pick them up though, but that's a separate problem that I have. That's a lot of burning spell damage. Interesting. Alright, I'm being kind of irresponsible with the dump tab situation, so we'll let future me deal with this. Okay, we got a blighted glacier. I'm just slamming the XP ones on there as well because I want to get to level 95 before I start doing. Once I hit 95, I'm the 5 currency one. Absolutely, yeah. You've got to go for the 5 mirrors. I guess really anything. I mean, the 5 chaos is nice, but not too exciting. But anything up from that is also really handy. Although I did have something. It's not a huge issue, but something I get like a bit annoyed with in SSF is I tend to run out of regal orbs real quick. But I got like very early on, and it was like a low tier one, so I thought I may as well use it. But I got like the frog thing. No, actually, no, it wasn't. It was meat sacks. I got the meat sack all flame thing, and I had the regal orb strongest conversion one, and I dropped like 60 Regal Orbs, I think, in that map. Possibly pre-nerf. I don't know if they nerfed that or changed that, but it was like, I can see why this is strong if that was Divine Orbs. And that is worse. Let's do this. I haven't seen one yet. I saw that post on Reddit today. Is that where like the guys scream? That's a literal reign of chaos. if you saw that thing, where is it? They listed it as a or like it's been tagged as a cautionary tale. All Flame Ember have manifested wealth with strong boxes, high pack density. Map was out around 30% pack size. 913 chaos, they all dropped in one stack. 239 Val Orbs, also one stack in 15x. No, it's not worth it. I don't know, man. This is one of those things, like my dad always used to say this thing, I'd like to win the lottery to prove it wouldn't change me. I feel the same about this. No, it wasn't worth it. It's like, I don't know, let me see if it's worth it. let me be the judge of that. I would gladly spend 30 minutes picking up that. Yeah, in trade for sure. Yeah, I'm got my SSF brain. I wonder how expensive. I don't know how expensive these things are in trade. God, how do you even go to trade? It's been so long. $270C. Got it. So yeah, it's not cheap. I should probably, even though I don't use, obviously I'm not trading items. It is kind of handy to have trade logged in. Sometimes I look at an item, I'm just like, I don't even know if it's good, and trade can be a handy way to work that one out. Sometimes my dad asks me to price check items for him. So I have to look shit up and be like, okay, wait there. It's been a while. I don't even know what the filters are anymore. Yeah, it's really cool. He actually did come on stream like last week, which was fun. I'll have to see if he wants to do it again. He did enjoy it. Yeah, he's always been like a gamer. Like when I was a kid, I was playing Diablo 1 on the PlayStation. I was his PlayStation and his copy. So yeah, it's been action RPGs as part of the family lineage. All right, there we are. We got that logged in at least. We'll take a look at it. It's not urgent right now. Yeah, that's all good to go. I had to help him out this league because I don't know if you've seen the content creator, well, I call him a content creator if it was like a stretch actually, but what's that thing on your map device? It came in the it's in the latest mystery boxes. I was weak and I bought 10 of them. It's a counter thing for each of the map tiers you've done. I think it's called, where is it? Did it come up? I want to say, is it Verdant something? Verdant Evertree map. Creature, yeah. Which is kind of annoying because it means I can't use the timekeeper ones, which I kind of liked as well, where it showed the timer for your map. But, you know, such is life. Yeah. I would throw like too much money at GGG if they just gave you like a hideout dashboard, right? Where you could just get a bunch of stats. Yep, I want the currency ring. I want the pedometer ring as well. I don't... I find all that shit interesting. I'm definitely the type of person, like, you know, in like some RPGs, it'll come up with like a... How many monsters have you killed? And like, how many areas have you traveled? I love looking at that shit. It's like, it's just sort of... It's a fun thing to do. And PoE is kind of the perfect game for that stuff. But they do add it slowly, right? We've got this, which is fun, /kills. I've killed 256,000 monsters. I guess we do /deaths as well. See what the key the KDR is. /deaths. 60 times. Yeah, there's the pilfering. The pilfering ring, is it? Or is that just the currency one? Normal, magic, rare, and unique. That would be super cool. I don't have enough ring slots though. GG's gonna have to give us extra fingers or something. That's what I mean. I feel like all of these cool metrics they're attaching to like to items. I would gladly pay the cost to have them just on a tab somewhere. 600 uniques. I'm gonna do it soon. I just want to actually... I don't want to re-roll until I've actually tried some of the bosses and stuff in SSF. But I've been watching it and kind of salivating in the background. I think it's like, oh, that does look good. God, this is awkwardly spread out. I'm going to put this here. And then just put a stun one there for now.
Light is trying to spread. Put out new mycelium.
This another bit here. Oh, look at that, you little bastard. it's like perfectly in the middle of these two towers. Yeah, I saw on Twitter, I think Ziz got his mage blood as well. So yeah, it definitely seems like a viable... Is that going to get me up to hit? Nice. Alright, let's get some damage towers down as well. That's gonna work out nice as a choke point for like this entire side. Oh, lovely. We can put an imbuing tower here. Oh shit, that's so cool. I've never found Croson either. You have just added 5 years now to your mirror drop chance, though. Sorry to tell you. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Alright, I think we're good. I think we just help out with some pops here and there. Make some more fireball towers. Oh, if I got a mirror, I'd just be keeping it for sure. Especially obviously in SSF, that would be, it'd look cool in my standard SSF sort of tab. Honestly, I'm not, if I was like an active trade player, I don't know if I'd sell it either. Because again, it's something, it's such a cool, I'd sell the second one maybe, but I don't know if I'd sell the first one. This is a cool item to have. Tab of Headhunters, nice. I have a couple of like expensive pieces in standard, but not too many because I just don't. I think probably at this rate now, some of my more expensive items in standard are just like pre-nerf items that didn't get changed. I do have a item quantity gem that's qualityed up as well, which I think is kind of rare at this point. Like, I think it's corrupted with pluses. The stuff like that's probably not. I didn't get that back in the day though. That was a. Oh, they're kind of cheap in standard. Let's buy one because they're like not normally a thing anymore. And then they got even rarer somehow. I super don't pay attention to this stuff, but I wonder what's happened. The standard economy must have been somewhat turned upside down by the ability to take alt arts and reskin them onto your account. What are you doing? You're just chilling here. Amazing. Oh, you brave soul. I do that like once every like 4 or 5 leagues, and it's hell. Even on standard right now, I need to. I do want to sort it though. It might be this. This league might be the one for it. To be fair, because I would like to have some characters in standard SSF that I can hypothetically farm on that. Because I did start playing SSF with a bit of a goal to like, you know, the classic completely unique tab. It's just not like a very hardcore active goal I have each league. But I do need to get in there and clean up some stuff. Ooh. Scarabs seem unaffected by blight, so that's nice.
Too much clutter.
Can I do this? Ooh, we got the light radius on the claw. That's pretty big. Nope. What is that? Is that T1? That's kind of interesting, isn't it? Let's ID these scepters. We'll come back from. Let's finish the loot. Opalescent. That's like the highest tier one I've had in a while. Just sad. And these will be probably empty. Oh. Just increased damage on a noble claw. The problem is the implicits are like the only reason claws are even remotely interesting. So it's kind of sucks if you get rid of that. Claws without implicits are just worse daggers usually, I'd say. Let's sample this. I am getting a decent amount of essences from this, which is, you know, you're not getting the higher ones, I guess, but shield. Influenced item. Nope. Chimera's Cut is actually not a bad one, I guess, nowadays. With the Scarab potential. Have the dramatic Legion music. Alright, I'm gonna quickly see if we can get... We're looking for the energized armor. Nope. Nope. I'm not sure if it's worth bothering to roll them. I don't think so. Yeah, we'll just do this. Oh my god. Kind of because of silence is kind of cool. Well, that went well. Right, let's sell these back. This one.
Hello. Sell around.
5 to 1. Nope. Why did he didn't even roll well for the thing I don't need. Yeah. Right. Well, that was a thing that happened. Next up, more Blight. Last yellow map. Right, 0. No. So this one's really bad in Blight because it's got the action speed cannot be modified, which means the chill towers don't work. And then you also want to be aware of the one that says stun. Yeah, stun immunity also messes you up. Did I say I was going to loot more stuff? Feels likely. Just the scepters. I need to take chrome recipe items off the filter as well. I don't think we need those. We're doing alright for chromes at the moment. It's not awful.
Exile.
Actually, I guess we'll keep that for the 5-1 potential. Oh no. You must have been wondering like why the system is so shit. Oh god, it's killing me. Yeah. Yeah, you can favor multiples. Like, how come I'm favoring these maps and they never bloody drop? You shouldn't feel too bad. PvE is full of stuff like that, right? It's like, you know, I was X thousand hours and I learned, you know, why. Incredibly common. I now have toxic favorite intel. Yes. So would you just favorite just other ones that you just didn't mind kind of thing? Or would you just leave them blank, I guess? Would be the other option.
The blight is trying to spread.
Doing ones around it. Yeah, it makes sense, yeah. Yeah, cemetery is decent as well, isn't it? This is an awkward layout. Let's put one here.
It's put out new mycelium. Ugh, new roots.
I'll go for the stun now.
Branching exile. It's branching exile.
Yeah, I think that's the that was more what I was thinking, right? Is not so much burning out, although I guess I probably use that term, but it's kind of like that feeling of like, wow, I've kind of hit my goals or hit what I wanted to do. I think that's what they often... Oh, fuck. What does that do? Does that make me stronger? Oh, right, great. Didn't mean to click that. I think that's the argument from the dev side of things, is they say that, you know, if you give people too much power, then they'll kind of run out of things to do, basically. I don't know how true that is. I think it is. It's more true than people want to admit it to, because like that's why back in the day, if you like got your cheat codes and stuff, you'd kind of get bored of the game once you like messed around in it too much. Hey Goldman, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Nice, nice. Are you playing some PoE as well? Right, probably need to concentrate a little bit. Oh, this guy's coming in hot.
Put out new mycelium. New roots.
Still confused. Like, oh, feel free to ask any questions, and I'll try my best to answer them. But it is, rest assured, I don't know if you saw it, but Wolfie here just learnt something after 3,000 hours. So don't feel bad about that. It's both the best thing about PvE and kind of the worst thing. They're coming in pretty fast. More towers here to slow that side down. Let's set up in a view tower here so I can get some chill. Two, three. 1, 2, 3. 3. There we go. Alright, I think we're okay now. Alright, I think I'm good. Sorry, I had to concentrate quite a bit there. What was that? So 2 premium cards and I have 2,000 coins left. What do you recommend buying? I mean, in terms of recommendations, once you've got the stash tabs, it really comes down to preference, I think, for the most part. I can't think of anything else that I'd be going out my way to like insist on getting early. I don't know if you've got anything, Wolfie. There's some MTXs that for some builds are like quite like high quality of life, so I'd probably recommend sitting on it on the 2,000 points and just waiting for, you know, if you super get into a build, see if there's an MTX, see if it's on sale. That's kind of how I generally do it. But Dragon Pet goes really well with skin when I put the support back. Yeah. Yeah, like it depends how dangerous fashion is for you in this game, because they do prey on people that enjoy building matching sets, which is fair. It's a free-to-play game, but yeah, I have a lot of chaos and astral-looking stuff. Oh yeah, Hideout Showcase is a great website. Yeah, here. There's this website here. What's really cool about this as well is they do you can filter the hideouts to be MTX free. So if you don't have any hideouts and you don't necessarily want to immediately go and buy new ones, you can do that. So let me put this link in the chat for you. But yeah, they have nice variations of things. I say nice. I've seen some interesting options there. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Don't need to worry about hideouts just yet, but they do exist. Although, you know, at some point you might want to do some crafting as you're leveling. That can be useful. What character and skill are you using at the moment, Goblin? Yeah, that's a good point. Ooh. Exalted Orb. And a nice leveling helmet. Okay. That's not a bad bow to have as a 6-link really either. There's better ones obviously, but I might keep a hold of that. And we got an Agent. It's all happening.
Too much clutter.
I selected the league when I chose the character. So you can see up like on your tab thing, it has Necropolis League up here. Yeah. Yeah, it can be it's not the most straightforward looking UI when you start. I mean, I regularly make new characters in the wrong league when I'm re-rolling a character. But yeah, feel free to shoot any questions. I can share my first player experience with PvE. I used to play Diablo a lot. Oh, the Detonate Dead Elementalist. That's literally the build I'm playing. So if you have any questions, are you using... Let me send you a link. Is this the guide you're using? This is the one I've been following and found it helpful. Yeah, it's a good guide. It'll definitely get you through it. So yeah, but if you do have any questions then. Yeah, Maxroll have been doing PvE. I was the same. I didn't know for a while, but they... Tribola Bear is who I watch occasionally. I watch his like league announcement stuff, and he's on here, and I think there's a few others. I think Subtractum's got a guide on it now, and I think Ziz put one of his like starters is on here. So I think they're ramping up a little bit onto PvE content. But yeah, I found them as well through Diablo as well, like D3 guides and then D4 occasionally. But not often, sadly. But yeah, it's a strong build goblin. So yeah, weapon links and stuff. Feel free to like ask any question. Like literally, it doesn't matter how simple you think it sounds, because it probably isn't. / it's made for uninstalling. It's sad. I want to like it, but I don't. I'm not like some anti Diablo guy, which is like the PoE way of life, right? I love Diablo. I really enjoy Diablo 3. It has a little bit of a shorter lifespan, but it's fun to do it occasionally. But D4 just not grab me at all in the same way. Yeah, so Goblin, I don't know if this will make you feel better or not, but when I first switched over to Path from Diablo 3, I didn't know that you could get wisdom scrolls from selling currency. So, and this might be new information, but if you get transmutations or alterations, you can sell them for... They each sell for 4 wisdom scrolls. You can also sell the blacksmiths and the armor scraps, which you're less likely to need when you're leveling. If you get these, you don't really need these when you're leveling, so you can get 6 here. I thought you only got wisdom scrolls by selling white items. So it took me fucking ages to get through Act 1 and 2 because I was picking up every white item I dropped. Trying to sell scraps of scrolls to make one wisdom scroll. And I was like, this game, I know it's supposed to be harder, but this seems ridiculous. Like, I had so many unidentified magic items because I didn't have any wisdom scrolls left. And then I watched a pretty old video now, probably, but like Ziggy D, like things you need to know about Path of Exile video. And it was like, oh shit. Well, that's going to be quicker. But I think literally almost everyone has like that PoE story, I think, where it's like, here's something I did or didn't realize it when I first played. So yeah, do ask away. Unfortunately, the other challenge is, and I've had this experience when I was trying to teach my, I say teach my wife, but my wife will occasionally play PoE, but having kind of gone through that process of like not really playing even Diablo before, it's really, because there is a lot of information in the game, it's quite easy to just like bombard someone with more information all the time, and it's not. I found the hard way. It's not helpful either to just try and explain a bunch of stuff. This map's been pretty juicy. That's 2 exalted orbs there. I don't think anyone. I don't know, Wolfie, if you know of any guide people, but like any YouTubers that have done like real beginner stuff. Like you might get like League starter guides and stuff, but I feel like a lot of them just assume a fair amount of game knowledge usually. Because back in the day, I feel like someone like Ziggy D used to be great for that, but he doesn't really do that kind of content anymore. And the game is quite active, I would say. So sometimes that old stuff. Slytherin's PoE University. You know, I've never watched that, but that might be because I might have graduated already. Or it's quite specific usually, isn't it, I think, but drop a link into that. Oh, it's got a PoE basics thing. Thing is though, like, I love it. It's great. But it's also quite intimidating that there's like 13 videos in that playlist and they're all like 30-minute plus. Average an hour. Here's your, 13 hours of pre-study. That was a pretty decent map. This was tier 8, I think, right? Tier 8 or tier 9? Whereabouts are you in the UK, Wolfie? If you don't mind sharing. I'm down in the southeast at the moment, although not from there originally. Is that like a football thing? Wolverhampton. Yeah, that's... See, I felt like saying that, but I didn't. I thought it might have been Wolverhampton, but I didn't want to assume. Yeah, I'm not a football person, unfortunately. I think I don't think I've ever actually been to Wolverhampton. I think I might have gone through it via the train, right? Because it's not a million miles from Birmingham, right? Unless I'm getting terribly confused. Not many reasons to go there. I feel like most people say that about their where they're from. That's amazing. Yeah, I grew up and spent most of my childhood in Wales, and then through like work and stuff, ended up moving down towards the southeast.
Thanks to keep your eyes sharp.
Thus, the lack of a strong, you know, London accent. Back country, which when you mention it to anyone who's never heard of it, you always get like, oh, yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, some places do that. Or like people just go, oh, is that in Ireland or something? I feel like a lot of places in like, you know, when you start going like Midlands and up, at least for me, maybe I'm just exposing my own ignorance here, but people tend to think it's like in different, like really different, you know, not like just totally normal, but north of Birmingham. So it's like a foreign land. All right, let's get rid of some of these. Although I must admit, I'm not well traveled there through that side of things. I used to live in Wrexham though, so that's like, you know, that's fairly high up. From the area that Mordor is based on. Oh man, I know that's actually like true as well. Like that's not just a exaggerated meme. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I was so annoyed because living in North Wales for a time. And some of the countryside there is like so gorgeous, and like, you know, I think at one point they were gonna, you know, they were scouting out the UK for like as a filming location for Lord of the Rings, and particularly Wales, I think. And the fact that I don't know if this is made up or if I just exaggerate in my head, but I believe there was like, it was actually kind of close to happening, and there was some dispute or something over like money and stuff, and then they pulled out and went to New Zealand. And I was like, oh man, it would have been so sick to see, like, because you can literally go to places, and I guess for for where you're from, right? You go to somewhere and you're like, you can literally imagine like a scene taking place there, right? There's some bits up in North Wales where it's like you can just imagine the hobbits like bucking it from like a ring wraith. It's like, this would be so fucking cool. But instead we have to go like 200 miles, well, no, sorry, 200 hours away, sorry, to get to like New Zealand. Sad times. Was Barbie filmed? I had no idea. Yeah, I guess so, yeah. I feel like that's not quite as cool, but you know. Right, I'm gonna go grab a coffee. I will be right back. Is half the cast British? Oh, there's a lot of stuff with that, isn't there? With like funding and stuff, right? As well. because you can get like more funding and more setup stuff if like percentages of the cast are British and stuff. And maybe not in that case because that's a big movie. But I remember reading up about stuff like that. That's why you sometimes see, like, if a certain number of locations are used in the UK, and there's a certain amount of like other activity, then they can classify it as like a British film from a funding perspective as well. Again, I doubt that's what Barbie was doing, but you know, yeah. Can you imagine? This massive, like, huge, like, multi-million, like, Mattel sponsored film. It's like soaking up that sweet independent movie money for like local artists. I'm sure that's not the case. Hey, thank you for the follow, Goblin. On that note, though, I'm gonna film 4. Yeah, exactly. You know, Wolfie. Right, I'm just gonna go grab a drink. I will be right back. Hello. That was a quick coffee break and I scarfed a fuel bar. Which actually are surprisingly tasty. Right, what are we doing now? I think we've done that one, so we're doing our next. Just finishing off our Blight tab. You know, actually, I'm going to grab all of them out. Let's just roll them up all now. Up. 84. That's fine. I think I'd rather not have them getting endurance charges. Oh, no. Yeah, we'll keep that. Can't keep this one because of the monsters cannot be stunned. Because that'll fuck the other thing up. We'll get rid of that. It's boring. Players cannot regenerate. Well, that's a no. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's give it a whirl. We've got 2 tier 11s and a tier 13. We're on 76% here, so let's see if we get a bit more, because we're into a red tier map. This is like an awful start. We're not even close to a side. Alright, let's kick it off. I'm actually just gonna do a little one here. Because on one hand, I think waiting for the junctions to be more obvious is kind of handy. But then additionally, it costs nothing to put down a little set like that. So
Put out new mycelium. New roots.
great. Yeah. Hey, what are you doing?
It's launching Exile.
We'll put an imbue tower here.
Trying to spread.
Stuff there.
Put out new mycelium. New roots.
Oh, this is really handy. Now I think we are just upgrading now.
Trying to spread.
Maybe some damage ones as well.
Light is trying to spread.
Stun there. I was about to put a chill one right on top of the chill resistant one.
New routes.
And yeah, let's get some fire. A lot of crossroads here, so we'll put down a lightning one here.
Do not let them reach the purification
You let one through. Oh no. Amateur stuff. Oh, I think actually what's interesting here is it's because we don't actually have any chill ones up here. There we are. What how are you doing, Wolfie, on XP? Did you get what's your progress to 100? You got 100 2 days ago. Excellent. Oh, so I guess, well, I guess you said so, right? But have you switched over to that SSF method now? 2020 challenge. Do you usually go for the full challenge thing as well? Normally end up at 35. Yeah, I mean, some of them are just evil. I don't know what my highest is. But it's not particularly high. Maybe 32, I think. I don't know. I should probably look it up at some point. I was going to add it to the spreadsheet. There we are. I don't know if you've seen this, but I've made myself a little spreadsheet here to fill in challenges to complete in SSF. But I realized what I could do is I could put the challenges access denied. Ooh, that's good. Thank you for being my guinea pig. What do I need to change? Oh, anyone with the link. Should work now? Perfect. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to it. It's just a list of stuff, but the idea is, yeah, I can go down that and attempt to track progress in SSF. Because I think I stall out a pretty common place, I think, for like the average player, let alone for the SSF average player. Which is, you know, you get your 2 Void Stones, and then you kind of potter around with stuff, but you don't necessarily push much further. And I'll have, like, leagues maybe where I do a lot of MF or something like that instead, but I tend to, like, just always hover around there. So this is the league. We will go beyond. Yeah, eventually, yeah. It's funny because I still, even though I'm playing SSF, I still get into my head about like, oh, I should be further along at this stage and I should be doing this. And it's like, I don't know why I do that. That's the whole reason to play SSF, is to not necessarily compare myself to trade or worry about prices and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, such is the human condition, I suppose. So did I just drop a ranger bow out of the armor? Maybe it's an egg or something popped. I thought I'd click on that by accident. You know what I should have done? I'm not very content brained. I should have kept all my stacked decks from my blights, and then we could have said, "You're here for the Maven fight." Well, I've got good news for you, because there's probably going to be more than one. I fucking hate doing the Maven. Oh shit, that's nice. It could be higher tier, but that it's guaranteed is interesting. Very curious. It'd have to get some crazy stuff to replace my current shield, but it could be a replacement. Definitely want to play with. Yeah, and I think that was the issue. I think one of my most successful like SSF leagues where I actually had like a more boss oriented or tanky build was an RF one. And yeah, I just got slapped around doing Maven, and I got just too frustrated with it. And I'm aware of like the whole, you turn off the RF because of the, stupid turning off recovery thing. But yeah, it wasn't a good time. I do not do the memory game well. I don't do like IRL memory game well, like how am I going to do it in a video game? Every day it's a struggle not to put the kettle in the fridge, so it's get halfway to the fridge with a kettle in my hand, like, ah, shit. How am I supposed to remember patterns? It's awful. Right, I think we've got enough of the low tier oils now. Anything up here? No. Which is this one? No. I think that's all of the stuff. We'll grab this. Don't think we'll use it for now. We won't grab that. Yeah. They're gonna bring democracy to my loadout. You think? I don't think we could joke about that now as British people. What with us, like, co-signing some of this. It's like... That would be a great... Oh, wait. I immediately started doing it. Yeah. Let's leave that build up for... At least just for the reds. Sell this. The other thing I am aware that I do a lot in this game, though, is because there's so much to do in the game, I end up, like... putting off doing, like... I could probably push a Maven attempt today if I wanted to, right? Just run the actual fucking maps. And do it, but I do like doing the other stuff, so yeah, working through this. I want to do heist a little bit. I've got to work on my deceptions for Gianna, so I can get cheaper unlocks. And then I've got 2 blueprints so far, so I want to do that. And then obviously we've got June here. But I think I want this to roll over a bit more first. But that's about to pop. You know what? I haven't even looked at the challenges. As you can see, I'm close to where you're at. I'm on 9. What even is... The boring ones can go away. Hungering harvests. I guess let's... Yeah. I haven't got any of these. So, oh, it's this one. Level heist job to 5. That's pretty easy. Complete an item level 78 higher or priceless or precious. Target value contract. Complete item level 78 or higher with 4 wings. Ooh, that 4 wing one is like probably not that bad in SSF, but you do have to like spec into heist for that, I think. You're not gonna get that through natural drops. That's way too many. But that is, I guess, literally the point of this, right? They've gone like super hard on like the league ones. This looks fun though. This looks actually, I haven't looked at these at all, but these look like super doable. Obviously it gets harder, I know, as you scroll down, but I mean like mopping up like up to 20 to 30 should actually be really easy this league for me. I tend to stall out, I think, around 20-ish. Ooh, that looks like a fun link. Help. Even the hardest ones aren't as bad as normal this league. Interesting. Here's the link to this. I don't know how much graveyard crafting you're doing, but put that in my little note folder. Someone just popped it up in global chat for SSF. I've not done too much with it, but this is really handy. So it looks like a fucking Scrabble board. It's funny because I imagine this is what the devs would have had, right, when they're like building it themselves, right? Like, because when they conceptualize it, they would have something more like this. But then I wonder if maybe they will after this. I doubt it though. But I don't think they appreciate how much gets lost in translation when they dress it up in the league mechanics, right? But I guess I'm also not the target audience for this stuff, I suppose. Because I'm not the person that finds it fun to like solve crafting problems and all that kind of shit. So maybe it's just not for me. Right. I'm definitely gonna see if we can hang this back and get more stuff here.
It's put out new mycelium. New roots.
it could well be that. Yeah, how do we obscure this mechanic as much as possible? I do think that's a weird weird part of their design philosophy in seriousness.
New route.
Like, they're very okay with, like, obfuscation or confusion as, like, a design tool. And I think that's, like, actually really weird. I don't mind things being discoverable, but it shouldn't be hard to understand the discovery process, if that makes sense. And then it shouldn't be punishing to discover things. Because a big thing in PoE is like the FOMO of, well, I don't want to mess around in the graveyard because I don't want to lose any of my good crafts before I understand how it works. And they kind of do encourage that mentality a lot, I think. Unconsciously, if not intentionally.
Put out new mycelium.
I'm going to put this one here. Freezy. I'm sure I'll make something cool this league, though. I feel like it just has to happen at some point. But I'll probably just sit on this for ages until I can make, or attempt to make, like a crazy juiced fractured craft.
It's branching, Exile.
Big RNG fans feel that the less info they give the players, they give, the less RNG can be reduced to give favor to players. Yeah, that is true. I mean, it's like like I said, it's like a balancing tool for them, right? Because I think they would feel if they made it too transparent, then they have to make it harder. Rarer, like
Put out new
for things to occur, right? So
routes.
it's not solved. But the problem is, like, again, it's funny because everyone always talks about, like, oh, they favor the 1% and stuff, but they people talk about that in, like, the not the worst way, but like in ways that don't really matter, like the currency and stuff, or like the build diversity.
New routes.
I think the real way in which they cater to that audience is in what you just described, which then does shaft it for normal people or people that aren't, like, haven't got their third PhD in Path of Exile studies. But I will say, I also don't envy them for it, so I'm not, like, butthurt about it. It's just an interesting design problem you've got. And generally, I think their intuition is correct, in so much as if you oversimplify a game, you end up with Diablos, right? And, like, what Diablo 4 right now is doing... We've been, like, vaguely following the PTR stuff, and it seems like they're doing, like, an interesting combination of, like, Diablo 4 added a lot of complexity, but not, like, actual complexity. They just added more values and then said it was complexity. It's like, no, you just made it boring, because now there's, like, 8 different things that are super conditionally, like, if your creature is stunned and it's yellow, then you can do 3% more damage. It's like, oh, great. So it seems like they're fixing a lot of that stuff in the PTR, hopefully. Cope. We're sneaking up to the level. Not when we hear the corpse explosion sound, we are there. Get away from that. Grim Dawn. I have. I've not done the end game like boss rushing stuff, but I've finished the campaign a couple times on it. It's one of those games where I really want to sit down and actually play it for a concerted amount of time. But what happens is I get burnt out on PoE and then generally kind of action RPG. So I want to do like something else, like play some shooters or just like, more like third person RPG type stuff, So it always ends up feeling like awkward to check it out, but it's something I'm going to be a bit more... This sounds really stupid. It makes it... Maybe it is a problem. Fortnite is your current... Yeah, I just grabbed on a sale like Battlefield 2042. I don't think it's supposed to be that good, but I used to love Battlefield 3 and 4 back in the day. I was like, you know what? I think that's going to be a great downtime game. Because one thing this is stupid, but the other thing I do as well is I'll just play PoE in like 4 different ways. So I've got it on the Xbox, and I'll like, I kind of done playing on the PC. Like I want to chill on the sofa for a bit, and then I'll play it on the Xbox instead. And it's like, and this is why I get burnt out. I need to stop playing PoE so much. That's what it is. And I'll get burnt out playing the campaign rather than actually playing the game. That was a great 2 weeks when that and Skyrim came out. Oh, did they come out close together? I don't know if I played... Well, I remember Skyrim. I didn't have a good enough computer to play Skyrim at the time. And then... my wife lent me her Xbox. Well, not wife at the time, but lent me her Xbox 360, and I did a lot of Skyrim in that time. that was an unhealthy... Ooh, that is fucking huge. Super nice. Yay! Right, time to get the Cane and Cooler Mac out, I think. We got ourselves Empower. Sorry, Enlighten. I think I'd rather have Empower technically, but... Is this not over yet? Oh, there's some monsters up here. I thought it was finished. I was like, wait, why can I click on all the towers? There we are. But yeah, she let me hear her Xbox, and yeah, that was a lot of Skyrim. That was a lot of Skyrim and not a lot of coursework. That's what happened there. Yeah, Enlighten is pretty nice. I don't think I dropped one last week at all. Oh, I believe the giantification is one of these scarabs that folks use.
Too much clutter.
Yeah, use 2 of these scarabs. Interesting. Where is it? Where'd you go? %60 Rogue Giant. What does the Rogue Giant do? Does it add like a shitload of quant or something? Or rarity? Or both?
Too much clutter.
Oh, That's entirely not what I thought it would be. That's kind of creepy. So what? You just get an extra rogue exile pops out of them. Is it the same exile or is it a different one? Like, I think this is important questions. The same one. Oh, okay. It's not like, oh, I'm wearing my Torah suit. Like, I just assumed it would be they'd be bigger and you'd get like, you know, increased drops or something. I guess it'd be kind of controversial if they said like Russification or something like that though. So yeah. Interesting. Well, now we know. Right, we have listen. All right, let me copy your chat message. I will watch a few videos about it. I think Pox has done a few about his strat, and I think if I might do it like on Friday or something, I might do a like a campaign run during the day, just so I can have like an RF guy to go on the weekend. That is true, but I can probably tweak it. Yes. Oh, these guys are quite close. Yeah. I mean, the reality is I'm gonna have to just do whatever's available to me, but I've seen people repeatedly talk about the tankiness being an issue, so I think the RF build is the way. 80% delirious. Jesus. Well, that was quick. I don't need to do this. Let's just waste. Okay, what are we dropping? 3 reds. Would like a green, honestly. Yeah, that's perfect. We'll do ignite is increased fire damage. Duration of ailments. We'll go for the damage. So we'll take that. Oh. Yeah, 70% increased. I guess we could just sell these now.
Thanks to your hard.
Probably should have done that a while ago, to be fair, but it doesn't really make a difference. Right, hopefully that gets some levels. I could obviously chuck my GCPs onto them, but I don't really need to. It's not like a rush to get that set up. Oh, another exalted orb. Still chasing that divine. But you know what? I think I'd be relatively happy if I never drop the divine. I guess it means I can't do some of the multi-modding, but I rarely do that anyway. I think I'd be tempted to tick that box. Divine reward. Oh, do you think they've done like a a little tweak on the numbers?
When I'm ready and not before.
I mean, anecdotally, personally, I think they have. But I guess technically you can just get unlucky. Yeah, I mean, I think I've used an Exalted Orb as well, but to not drop a Divine at this point is kind of a bit mad. Right, last Blighted map, and then we're done with Blight for a while. Especially because I unspec'd it from the tree.
Thanks to your...
This is pretty open again. Oh well. Put you here. No resistances really. There's like one chill resistance here, so that's nice.
It's put out new mycelium. New roots.
You know what, let's put a fire dude here.
It's branching, Exile.
Put a tower on this side. Think about a stun one here, which would be nice. Because that'll get close to the pump.
New mycelium. New roots. It's branching, Exile. Less than what this tower can really do.
Have that for now.
Put out new mycelium. New roots.
Oh, this is nice. It's kind of staying pretty consistently down on this side. I don't know, man. I love this again. Blight was a mechanic my wife found the best when she's played. I think we last played Calandra together,
It's put out new
and
mycelium. New roots.
we regularly just shout out like new roots to each other, or like just anything, like, you know, anything in that like two kind of syllable like duh duh type way. It's like, yeah, new TXL. Yeah, it's. I wouldn't want to take that away from our relationship at this point, so I have to disagree, Wolfie, I'm afraid.
Put out new mycelium.
She's just not into these types of games. I think like she can like get the temporary kind of like, you know, lootish shiny vibe, but generally speaking, she's definitely more into like, you know, not even like hardcore story games, but like just something with a bit more to it than than what PvE has to offer. So she just wrapped up Divinity Original Sin 1 after playing 2 and Baldur's Gate 3 and stuff like that. So yeah, she likes games, but not necessarily like the looty number games. Nice fucking try game. Let's put a stun one here. Yeah, so it's usually like a form of like marital peer pressure that results in us playing PvE together. Every like, you know, 2 or 3 leagues. I will say Calandra was the most fun we ever had doing it. I actually properly looked up like a duo build, like doing a support thing. So I was like a support Scion, I think. I can't remember. Either she was a Scion or I was. I can't remember which way around it was. Maybe I was a Guardian actually. But yeah, I went full Aurabot on it, and she was a Spark. I think she was an Inquisitor because the Inquisitor thing. But yeah, she went Spark, so that was a lot of fun. Crazy, like probably the strongest builds we've ever played. We did it in trade, but certainly strongest build Ray's ever played. And then yeah, for me it was like, wow, this is really powerful. I just had to make sure I was stood near her. I think in that league I dropped something crazy when I was playing on my own, so I was able to like invest into the Aurabot thing pretty nicely. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, it was like a 30+ divine single item sale thing, whatever it was, and I was like, oh okay, we could do this, and I can like actually buy some of the beginning pieces for it. Just Calandra was not the most fun league to do that in, really. At least for my money. I think what's an interesting challenge, and my wife's at work right now, so she can't hear me say this. It's quite interesting being an Aurabot for someone that's not necessarily very experienced with the game. But obviously it makes more sense for the... In a weird way, it's easier if the Aurabot is the person that knows what they're doing, because they know where to stand and how to like direct stuff a little bit. And then all you've got to do is make sure the blaster has like, you know, all the protection and damage they need. But then at the same time, can be a bit awkward sometimes as the content get harder. Some of those like tier 16, like what was it, like level 10 or whatever the max level was in Calandra, some of those got a little dicey. And I was like, oh, if you could just cast Spark more around the corner, say. There's little things like that where it is fun. It was very enjoyable, but yeah, it's probably different if you're playing with like a super cohesive team. But she's not here, so I can say that. Definitely got some breach scarabs now. I haven't even looked at my scarab tab. But I should probably have a nose at it. We've probably got some decent stuff in there. I've got 2 of the general chest ones. It was suggested that I would get a divine from my blight maps, but it's not happened. We're almost done. Last one. A new helmet. Take a look at this. Oh, very nice. And with the that Corel, the enchant thing. Making RF helmets is just like the most weirdly fun thing ever. It's like can be super frustrating, obviously, as you're churning through essences, but it feels kind of cool when you hit one like that. Very nice. I imagine with the meta as well, they're pretty I don't know. I don't know about RF sets in the meta. Are they kind of expensive? Let's start my dagger now. Oh, is it recommended to use a dagger? Is that so you can whirling more than anything? Get a hit. Oh. I'm getting some intel here. Are you doing that via the graveyard or just normal crafting? Okay. Excuse me for 1 second. Box. I've been on the website before, although I haven't looked at the crafting in a while. Game Rune Dagger. Ooh. I guess I should nope. I wouldn't bring it up. Here we are. Scroll down. Oh no, here it is. So this is the madness you're about to embark on. So minimum shopping list. Oh, this is great. I love this. I'm definitely doing an RF build next. Like, and I mean next is in like the second character, because I was toying with like, oh, do I do detonate dead or chaining, to do a comparison? But I feel like detonate dead's gonna get nuked off the face of the earth, so I don't know if I care to do a comparison. I may be wrong, but I can see them doing something with it. So I might transition into a nice RF build, so I've got like a comfier build. RF is also super nice for controller stuff, and sometimes I do like to use a controller when I'm not on my desk. So right, let's take a read of this. Shopping list before starting. Bare minimum 2,000 alterations, 500 augmentations, 1 annul, 1 regal, 8 chaos, 6 divines. Well, that's me fucked then. 15,000 harvest juice and 1 sacred life force. Okay. Step 1. Purchase a fractured dot multi-rune balls. Alt augment until you hit +1 all skill gems. Okay. Regal and annul. If you regal into a prefix doesn't have cast attack, you can safely remove it. Oh, I see. Yeah. This way you can only annul that or the tag. If you annul a +1, then go back to step 2. If you succeed, then you should have a 2 property rare with +1 spell multi and dot multi, +1 spell and dot multi. Now you can add up to 3 crafted, and then you just do that. Wait, no. Then you go to the house bench and close your eyes and say, "Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games." And then click, that's terrible, don't listen to that. And then click add new fire modifier and remove another random modifier from a non-influenced item. It removes plus spell. Interesting. Remove craft modifiers and re-add. Yeah, that seems spicy. Per the use of your Twitch remote. But honestly, actually, I probably should take a look at this because I imagine a mid scepter would be. I think I basically did something similar to this for my scepter. Start off with a. Well, I didn't do that part. I got the 40 quality. Here, augment a good suffix. Now, Regal hoping for a prefix. If you hit a second unusable, sky repeat. If you manage to hit desirable prefix, check you have 2 suffixes. Assuming one of them is dead state, you can use B3. Add a random prefix to Ruva suffix. This is the bit that I haven't done, which I should probably be doing. You're going to want to have 2 suffixes open for multi-mode of fire damage multi. Yeah. This is your scepter. It is Scepterlicious. Mine is not that. But, well, actually, I just need to do that thing, right? This is actually like already, this is on its way for the base. Oh, wait, I've not switched over. Here we are. If I get the beast thing, although the beast thing is scary, isn't it? Because it could hit the damage multi. Although, wait, am I being stupid? No, you do want to open. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do with that scepter. I feel like I should be doing something with it, but I'm not sure what. I guess I could go for the super risky Beastcraft. And then if it hits it, I get to multi-mod. Are you supposed to block something particularly when you do that? No. Check your 2 seconds you do. Oh, craft mana. Yeah, makes sense. I've never really messed around with Einhar, which I think is technically a crime because it's one of the more useful things to do, I think, in SSF is like the beast crafting and all that kind of stuff. So craft prefixes can't be changed and just go for the 50-50. Yeah. I do have an annul orb now, which is scary. What does because I'm a bit I'm a bit of a maverick when it comes to these things. I'm just like, ah, fuck it, let's just do it and see what happens. Oh no, I ruined it. I'll make another one, I guess. Prefixes can change. Coward's Trial. Have I dropped that? I haven't run any of my unique maps. That's something else I need to do. No. We don't have many on them. Probably the best thing for me to actually do is just get another base and start crafting on that one, right? Because this is actually really good stopgap for now. That would be the most sensible thing, I think, technically. Also the most boring, but, you know. Wait, did we pick up all the shiny? Yeah, for the most part. 90%. 10% away from the furthest I've ever been from the Shire. If I hit Corrupted Blood, I would have been pretty happy. Right, come on, Crimson Jewels. It's time for a Corrupting. Oh, I should have read that one up. Whoops. That was a mistake, actually. Too many tabs. Destroy that. Probably should have kept the curse reduction one. Alright, we'll sell these. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gotta be this one, right? It just has to be. Ah, you bastard. It did change. It's just not the one I wanted. What does it even give? End game. Oh, it's the energy shield increases and reductions applied to armor. That would be good. To be fair, that probably adds a chunk of armor. Right, what's... I don't want to run that right now. I will definitely die. I'm trying to work out like comfy stuff to do. Heist is probably it, actually. Heist is pretty okay. I believe. Yes. Take this stuff out. Do I ever do Sanctum? Only during Sanctum League where I felt like I had to. I'm fucking shit at Sanctum. And I just get so fucking triggered doing it that it probably like makes it worse. Like I'm sure if I like chilled out a little bit, I'd probably find it more tolerable. I know it's like a fucking currency generator. But You know what? Honestly, Wolfie, what should happen is it should be on my list of things, right? But there's a reason that's not on my list this time around. Next league, okay? Next league. Once I've become, you know, the Maven Whisperer, then we'll take a look at Sanctum. Ugh. Right. Let's. We could probably get some better gear for Gianna here. Deception experience gain, that's good. Experience gain. Yeah, let's try and get some experience gain on. Next thing, Saturn was say, you know what? That'd be even better, because then I wouldn't have to bother. I'd just be like, oh look, everyone's saying it's shit now. No complaints from me. Ooh. I think we'll take the job speed is pretty nice for deception because it is painfully slow. So we'll take that.
Yes.
Let's. I think generally you do want to ulk these, right? Make sure we don't get like player power recharge, not power. No regen is the only one that like super fucks me, I think.
Your star has arrived.
I guess technically. For people watching me on YouTube, I can now pop up my YouTube chat. There we are. That wasn't working for some reason at the start. Cool. Right, let's get it going.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show's about to begin. When I'm ready, and not guards. Weapons up. Sure that then didn't come on the way. Oi! Down! Hitting each other, spooked. Here, I'll prove it. Stop right there! What an anticlimax.
Up some div cards and cry. Well, div card chests rather. You're necked. Did we export that to New Zealand, or is that a British special?
You're just rotten, mate. What an anticlimax.
You think we're stupid?
In our way.
Dead or alive?
Don't be so paranoid. What an anticlimax.
I should have opened more of the chests on the way.
Perfect! Now for the climax! Leave us alone! It's like they've got their limits. Are they the limits? No, they're the limits.
Now to do this like 8 more times.
Hello. I'm here.
Yeah, heist is not. I don't know. I have a weird relationship with heist. I feel like I kind of like heist, but heist feels wildly different. Once everyone's like level 5 and stuff, so they've got the movement speed or the job speed stuff sorted,
No plot twist.
and then ideally,
You think
if you're playing with someone that's got actual movement speed as well,
you for this?
it's the thing I might make.
Anticlimax.
Depending on how I feel, but I might make like a heist / lab buildy thing. Nothing crazy, just like a raider or pathfinder, just to be able to zoom through them.
Stop right there.
We're just looking around ourselves. Oi, keep it down. Hitting each other, spook. Here, I'll prove
Hit
it.
it 600. Yeah, exactly. And that's the problem as well, though. If you do it with a really fast build, 1 league.
No plot twist.
Yeah, a couple leagues ago, during Tota actually, yeah, I had like a crazy nice
Gonna regret this.
Deadeye build that was very speedy. And it does make that content just feel really unfun to play as well if you're not doing it that fast.
Not waiting for applause.
Beg for mercy.
No second that. Let us through or face your death. Oh, they just keep coming. Who were you today, Gianna? A star. As always. Hello. Oh, okay then.
Oh boy. I wish you luck. We don't have many Morrisons near us. Which I think makes sense actually, because I think it is more of a... I know it's a bit more across the UK, but it's definitely more... There was loads more near us in Wales when we lived there. But Morrisons, I don't know if it's still the case, but they don't fuck around on discounts. Like if you hit up a Morrisons at like 4 PM or something, you know, you're doing all right. Yeah. I don't think any other retailer discounts like that. Like maybe the Lidls and stuff do, but people are like, I also find people would tend to kind of hammer those a bit more. Whereas I always thought you could walk into Morrison's and actually get something. Oh yeah. Okay, phase 2, Wolfie. Become friendly with the people. You need to also work out individual people's shift patterns, okay?
Take your time.
So they can put the good stuff to one side for you. That's what you need now. It's definitely not creepy. It's just part of... You're just optimizing.
Exile. Need you for this. Should have rehearsed more.
Yeah, I think that's happy time in a lot of languages, shall we say. Could be an interesting ring there. Probably won't be.
What? No plot twist. Ooh, that's so pretty. Quiet, or we'll have to end early.
My house dinner time is like Pinky in the brain. That's a lot of steak pies though, but you are called Wolfie, so it makes sense. So currently I'm on a Huel grind set, so trying to be healthy / lose weight. Wow, honestly, lose weight is the bigger priority. So the talk of pies is good. It's like I feel like I'm getting some kind of like vicarious eating done here.
Here for. Go on. Good. Now rush the exit.
Let's get out of here.
No success, or face your death.
Big baby bell. I didn't even know if that is that a thing.
This is your final scene.
I must admit, I haven't had baby bell in a while. I've had a vegan baby bell recently, and that was literally just plastic. I think they actually just dug up some plastic from somewhere and put a baby bell wrapper on it. The maxi baby bell. Would it have been weird to call it like an adult bell or something? Because obviously that's what they should have done. Maxi Baby Bell makes it sound like a fucking nappy brand. Right, let me look this up. I've not seen this. Maxi Baby Bell.
Round of applause, eh?
Oh shit, it's like fucking... Is that real? Is it like fist size? Holy shit. Googling it, the first link was Asda groceries. So, I don't know if you've got an Asda near you, but that looks like where you need to travel to. Oh yeah, there's mini baby bells. Wait, are mini baby bells smaller than baby bells? Or are mini baby bells normal sized baby bells? How big are these? 120 grams, 6, so like 20 grams each. A big baby bell is 200 grams. So it's 10 times the size of a normal baby bell, I guess. That's a lot of cheat. Would you? Well, here's the important question: are you eating that in one sitting, or? Oh, sorry, I didn't even see the chat. I started asking that question before I saw your message. That's brilliant. Yeah. I was going to say, would you eat that in one sitting? But yeah, I guess you answered your question though. I feel like I'd want to try. Oh shit, that would be nuts. I think the answer would be it's too far for a sandwich press. It might be too much science. I'm sure you already know this as a connoisseur of such fine things, but I super leveled up my life when I realized I could put like pasties and stuff in a sandwich. We had like a sandwich press thing as well. Like, well, it was a George Foreman grill, I guess, technically. And when I realized I could put a pasty on that thing to heat it up, oof, that was a game changer. Not good, not at all a good one, but revolutionized my heated pastry good living. Oh wow. Is this from experience? This recipe?
Happy hunting.
Interesting. That sounds a little dangerous. Yeah.
Oh?
Yeah, at the moment I'm mostly drinking my dinner, so maybe I'll put that on the list of, like, you know, celebratory food when I hit the weight goal in about 7 years time.
Yes.
Right, how are we doing on this heist? Because we might be able to run it now. Yeah, we've got 3. Is this 83? Oh, it's 82. Pretty high level.
Need something?
Reveal blueprints. 2. I don't know what the strategy is for heist, if people actually bother to reveal the extra rewards. I never do. I don't know if you're supposed to. Just seems like a waste.
Hello. Hello.
Maybe for currency ones? I don't know.
Hello.
Oh wait, I've got to do this. You don't either. Yeah, it never seems like high value. When I was like worse at it, I used to sometimes grab the escape routes on like really long ones because I just, you know, it's convenient. But even now, I'm not that bad at it, so it's fine.
Hello all. Did I miss anything important?
Yes,
Oh, can you catch me up?
I can. We have a job. You have a role to play.
You have the go-ahead.
Okay, I think we've got enough coins, haven't we? Oh, we absolutely do not. Okay, right, well, back we go, Gianna. We got some work to do. Let's see if we can get to level 5.
Take your time. This is just the warm-up act. Weapons up.
Gonna have to go soon as well, actually, because we've got an exciting delivery from Dunelm, and I need to build not a lot of furniture, just one piece of furniture, but I want to do it as soon as it gets here, because otherwise you just end up with flat packs in the corridor for like weeks, and you resent it every time you look at it. So gotta knock that out today, otherwise I'll never do it.
Back in line, soldier. I will inspect.
Nice. Not really, it's just a shoe rack cabinet thing. It's the most boring furniture in the world. It will technically add a small amount of space to our entrance bit, but
Ooh, that's so
you know,
pretty.
we live to serve, etc.
Hey, you!
Did I say you could speak? Let me do this. Well, don't keep the audience waiting.
Exactly, yeah.
Perfect. Now
I think I think I might have finally broken interesting Calyx cubes as well, because I fucking love Calyx cubes. Because I guess, I know this might be more of a male thing. I appreciate they're not necessarily the most attractive pieces of furniture, but they're so practical, and you could just put shit in the cubes. So it's like, well, every corner of the house. Oh, we could get a calyx cube in there. And I think we're in the process of calyx. It's the IKEA ones. You probably recognize them if you see them, because I feel like it's mandatory that you've got them in a house at some point. When I'm out of here, I'll link it to you. It's KALLAX. They're like the little white IKEA cubes.
Faultless, stunning, an incredible performance. And you were also very good.
Yeah, like all of those white cubes have like they're all in the calyx range or whatever theme. So, oh, I guess I could have just pointed behind me. That would have been easier, wouldn't it? Yes. Yeah. It's like you can get different shelves and different inserts for them. So it's like, oh, cool. So it's like this one's for the bathroom because I put all the little shelves in it. And this one's for this room, and this one's for this room. But yeah, I think she's reached the limit of IKEA calyx cubes now.
What have you got? Happy hunting. Ahoy there. Return soon, yes?
Right. Where are we up to next? Oh yeah, we're finishing this off. We need 1600 for this. Oh, we might get it on this one actually.
Hello. I'm here.
Oh, and Gianna's gonna hit 5 on the old deception chart.
Take your time. This is just the warm-up act.
You don't belong here.
Not bad then. I'm out the way. Guards! Weapons up!
You happen to know, Wolfie, with the new changes to like Kirak and that, can you stockpile your Maven runs, or do you have to?
Pretty.
Oh no, because yeah, Maven's still the crescent thing, isn't it?
Around this way.
It's the
Ooh, really what an anticlimax.
it's the whatchamacallit, it's the challenges you can't.
Quiet, or we'll have to.
Not challenges. What are they fucking called? Memories.
What? No plot twist. Enemies heading our way.
Do they stack those things, or do you have to kind of run them
Wasn't got trouble.
once you unlock them on Kirak? If you know.
Finders keepers, eh?
Ammo. Do not know. Yeah. Oh, right. Oh, good. It's
What an
the
anticlimax.
plan is for this to be a bit more of a bosser, so I'll probably end up trying to knock those out as well. So I will find out soon. Honestly, I just want to hit 92. Sorry, 92% I'm on right now, or was. But hit 95, and then I can start throwing my head face first into stupid stuff.
This is your final scene.
Ooh, that's shiny. That was a tier 5 one. Trap disarmament. Maybe upgrading our brooch slot. Trying the Trimaster fight to spawn. Does he spawn like just? How does that work? Is it is that a fragment one, or do you have to? Do you just get him sometimes on like the tier 11? Like, is it tier 11 or something? Basically.
Farewell.
Blueprint.
Yes.
I won't bother changing my house career. I can't be bothered. He just spawns after 10 rounds in red maps randomly. Interesting.
Hello.
Yeah, for me, the biggest challenge would be... you hear me criticizing because you just got him. Oh, nice. Is there a challenge? Do you have to do him more than once? Or is it just you just... Is there a challenge where you just have to find him? What would be under... Oh. Yeah, I would.
Greetings.
Aggravated antagonist. Kill him in it. Oh, I've done some of these. Oh, this is a handy tracker. Because I was wondering if I did Katarina at 83. Oh, fuck. Isn't this... That's the Sanctum one, isn't it? Ruh-roh.
What do you need?
Grand Heist. Oh, do you only have to do 8? Oh, shit. Man, reading is such a good skill. Oh, okay. Oh, that's really easy then, I would say. The 4 I would probably drop would be a Shabby Trollmaster, Lycia, and then it would be one of these, I guess. What is it? Oh, someone asked ChatGPT how to find heist members. How to fight a delve boss. They're pretty easy. The only one that's hard is Ull. Like, and I say that as someone like mechanically not good at bossing, so I think you'd be fine for definitely the first 2. But do you mean just in terms of how to find them, or like the actual fight themselves? Because finding them, you just go down.
How's my scary voice?
Yeah. Yeah, I think especially with your build, by the sounds of it, you'll absolutely blast past the first 2. Ull actually has like phases where you kind of want to pay attention to him, and you can kind of yeah, I've done the Lich. Did I do the Lich in 83? I think I did the Lich in 83. They're just mechanically not as hard. The Architect is very easy. Just stay in the light, basically, and don't get hit by the AoEs. The Abyssal Lich one can kind of catch you off guard, because they've got, like, laser beam shit things. And he's got 2 phases. Like, you know, he's got, like, the annoying hit point bar, secret second hit point bar thing. And then Ull has, like, a... I don't know what you call it, like a Shaper type situation where you can kind of fuck up the arena So that's the one thing I'd say is useful to look up is he has like a phase where he can like shoot like a he like kind of charges towards you like a charged dash. That was really hard to say. Charged dash style. And the arena's shaped like a circle, and there are like these crystals lining the edge of the circle. And when he like impacts, he charges from the center, and if he impacts those crystals on the side, they become active during later phases. So what you want to be doing is staying in the same kind of little quadrant of the arena when he's in that phase. Whereas if you don't know that and you're just running around like a maniac dodging him, you're making the arena harder later on, sort of thing.
You've a keen eye for pretty little things, don't you?
Otherwise, it'd be fine. And if you've got the DPS, you can just obviously just wipe him. So, I think generally the hardest thing with the delve maps, delve bosses, is because they can be in nodes where they have delve modifiers, or not delve, you know, like, but you can get like the map mods on them basically. So you can get like, you know, extra damage and crit and shit like that on them, which can be a little spicy.
Hold on to your butts.
Go on, dude, you got this. Yeah, if you watch a video, if you look up someone doing it, it's really obvious once you know that's what's happening, because you'll see like someone like Maffle or someone just like run back and forth in like this one little, you'll kind of do this to dodge the charge dash thing, but it's just so you're not overcharging the arena.
Sometimes your eyes are more than one's eyes. We're just looking at our set.
Oh wait, shit, I should have opened that. Okay, now we've got to move faster. Or have I moved away fast enough? There we are. Whoops. Almost. Okay. We got a replica Dreamfather. And the replica Iron Commander. What's that? Oh, it's Strength Stacker. That could be fun. Replica Reckless Defense and a replica Heat Shiver. Gain 1% lightning damage as extra cold damage per shock effect. Yeah, that seems fun. 600 plus tier 16s. Fuck me, dude. Is that just it though? That's I say just it. That's obviously a huge amount, but map magnificence. Oh, I see. But yeah, that's a lot of tier 1 maps. Yeah. What number are you on right now? I guess this is an interesting comparison. I obviously a lot higher, I would assume, but 5,000. Shit. But you also do have a level 100 character, so you've done your time. I'm gonna grab the replica Heat Shiver. I think that's more possibly interesting. And the Foy voice is true, yeah. We'll get there.
You're insane. You knew that, right?
Just gonna get this level, and then we're doing all right.
Fight your way out. Battle loud.
Security incoming. Fight like yummy. Fight like yummy.
To the front, mates.
Yeah, there's no group play at all. That's why people do like the you've probably seen like Steel Mage and that do like the bro SSF thing with Ziz, where they like have a private league. Yeah, because effectively all they're doing there is playing trade, but like with limitations.
Good. Move.
Fight your way out.
But yeah, there's nothing really. I think there might be some weird edge cases, but I really don't think so.
Safety first.
Oh, does he do a league normally? I don't. I tend not to do that stuff because I end up being a bit like, yeah, onto other things by the time people start doing that. But again, for this league particularly, I think I do want to. I'm pacing myself outside of the game because if I'm not streaming, I'm not paying PB. It's kind of how I'm approaching it, and I think that's gonna make it a bit more fun for me for the long run.
Good luck to you.
Slash, I have some ideas of things that I want to try out once I hit so to address my creating lots of alts problem, I think what I'm going to do is do like a testing league starter type content maybe, and just see how like certain league starters stand up, say up to like yellow maps or something on a fresh SSF account. And I feel like that's a bit of a gap in the not a gap in the market as such, but people tend to make the league starters. They'll play their own ones, which will obviously be good because that's the one they wanted to play. But then there's not much of a. It's always like the second or third recommended league starter that you never hear about. Yeah, Chieftain. Yeah. Well, I think Pox is like in a league of his own because he's so dedicated to like the one archetype. You're getting like the most amount of information, and he also goes massively out of his way to present it in a friendly way as well. So it's really like the best possible league starter thing. It's my dad started following some build from someone called like Phoenix or something, and I think I'd heard of them before as being like a bit of a PoB warrior type. But holy shit, that was not a league starter. And my dad was like, oh yeah, it looks really cool. And I was looking through the notes. He's like, oh, this league starter has like uniques in every slot for your like leveling build. And he's like, yeah, I thought that was weird. It's like, yeah, don't do that. Build. My dad's a nice guy, but he doesn't play like particularly high end either. So it's like I was looking at the finished version, and it's like double void battery, like loads of other stuff. Like, you might struggle to get this one on off the ground, Dad, sort of thing. And yeah, I do get frustrated about that stuff because there is like a weird line where I think it goes. There's one thing having like a bit of a bait. And then there's another thing where you're effectively scamming people, it feels like. At least not out of financial stuff, but out of their time. Because the kind of people that will fall for it are the kind of people that don't know how to look for it, right? So if my dad never mentioned what build he was playing, he probably would have texted me in like 2 weeks' time and said like, oh, I played this build, I couldn't do white maps, it was shit, so I started EA again or something. I was like, oh man, that sucks. But I did try and give him some tips, like if someone's recommending just unique items, probably don't do that one. Explicit chaos, nope. Explicit attributes, But in 314 when Reap was added, I should have realized I shouldn't follow build a new skill when the creator can't. I've played it. Yeah. It's one of those, isn't it? Like I think Zeus talked about it. Was it Cracking Lance? It was one of the new lightning builds, and he kind of said like it ended up being bait. But I think he's quite good at like at least when he does something like, hey, this is experimental. First he's like super upfront about it being experimental, and then they usually offer or suggest like a transition option, right? Like, luckily for my dad, the build he was trying to follow was like some. It was a mana stacking lightning build that wasn't using Archmage. That was the first thing that got me suspicious, because I said, "Oh, are you using the new Archmage tech then?" Or like, you know, the changes. Like, oh no, it doesn't use Archmage. It's like, well, why would you stack mana then? Why would you stack mana and cast a lightning skill if you're not using Archmage? And then that was like the rabbit hole right down into the build. Like, it's like, oh, he's got like 10 different POBs. Here's the links. Like, what? I sent him, because I didn't want him to like completely re-roll his character. So I sent him, I think Palsteron had like a ball, what's it called? Ball lightning actual mana Archmage build. So I was like, okay, this is like a decent like career sort of thing. I never seen any issues, so try that one. And I did get a text from him sort of saying like, oh, this is the smoothest leveling I've ever done. I was like, great, that's good. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I've got to be honest, actually this leveling was the smoothest I've done as well, because I don't usually follow the leveling guides, because I kind of know how to play the game, I guess. So I'm like, oh, I'll just level however I want to. But Armageddon brand cremation does really churn through the campaign a lot faster than whatever I usually do. And we hit level 95. So that is a official highest level character in SSF. That's a nice little milestone. Thank you very much. Perfect time to die.
I'll do my best.
Leave us alone!
I was distracted there trying to hit the clip button. Probably should have had that ready. But at least if you clip it after you level, right? You don't want to clip it before you level and die trying to find the clip button. So.
Indeed.
Alright, this is good because now we can yeah, we can start feeling a little more frisky with some of the content now. Like, I'm definitely going to try pushing some red map stuff now once I finish this. Well, I think it'll be break for lunch and furniture design building. And then we'll be back for some tier 16 push it completion slash get my searing, and then start working on probably tweaking my Atlas a little bit actually, and grabbing destructive play so we can do all that stuff. I don't know whether to tweak this one or start a new one. I'll have a look, I think, around. Speaking of leveling, have you ever leveled a spell build with this replica prisoner move? It is absolutely disgusting. It's just so much flat added. It's like, oh, 1 second. I need to go. I'll be right back. Furniture has arrived. Right. Let's quickly dump this stuff then, and we'll finish the last wing of this hideout. Or this blueprint. And then we'll grab lunch, build some furniture, put down some anti-slip mats that hopefully my dog won't eat. Because she destroyed the last ones. Wish you luck on your chicken thigh search as well. And your giant baby ball search. Have a good one, Wolfie.
Well, stop right there. I see. Oh, I don't think so.
Hey, we got a divine orb potentially. Let's see what the others are. I think one divine orb is like literally the most boring option. But the other options look pretty shit, so it might be it. Yeah, we don't want defense on a full chain. Reckless defense. Or explicit cold modifiers on a hot demon horn. Nope. There we are. I guess we're getting a divine. I don't think this counts though as dropping a divine. So I still feel like I should count that as saying we haven't dropped a divine.
A fight then. Let me listen.
Can we go?
I believed we would face our deaths in there. I'm glad to have been wrong.
Wait. You thought
Lovely stuff. Right. I don't think there's an error obvious. I want to slap that skill point, so we'll hold off on that anyway. No, don't do that. Whoops. There we are. We have a divine now. Let me... Got a sticky note here for stuff I want to do. So before I wrap up. So I actually want to do my Pantheon because I've got a few more divine vessels now. I think we've got 4, so that's enough to actually finish our Pantheon. Finish Pantheon. Let's roll do expedition logs, expedition log books. I think that's it then. I think we can actually just do tier 16 for a bit. There's only 2 X books, so I won't take this on. So anyway, let me press this. Boop. Hey guys, I've been Davtails, I guess, trying to be a bit more mindful of the old streaming situation. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the follows today. I'll be streaming later today, in maybe a couple hours or so. Hello to YouTube folks as well. Exciting, first time streaming on YouTube. And yeah, I'll be back a bit later. We'll carry on with the old PoE, and hopefully we'll start taking down some bosses and getting some of our SSF goals ticked off. So I will see you guys then. But otherwise, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you later. Bye. YouTube doesn't end when I press end stream in OBS, so hey YouTube for the bonus content. Good to know. Yes.